So we're coming to the end of the high school football season here, and I want to congratulate all the officials, players, coaches who have all had the opportunity to continue on and do playoffs, state championship games. Those are always fun games to work, so we congratulate everybody who has had the chance to do that. Now, there's never a true off season here at MIBT because we are still working to make the game better. We're trying to improve everybody's knowledge. We want officials to be the best they can be. We want players and coaches to be the best they can be. So whether your next game is next week, next month, next year, MIBT is here to do what we can to make the game better, make you better. So let's get to our plays. How about it? So we go to the end of the first quarter here on the state championship game. 3rd and goal from the 8. You can see the pass is thrown to the left side where the receiver is tackled for a 1-yard loss to bring up 4th down. Now, you can see the game clock is in the upper right-hand corner, and this was played at an NFL stadium, so there's game clocks all over the place. And when the player was tackled, you can kind of notice what time it was. Now, we're going to speed this up, and as it goes through, the quarter ends without another play being run and without a penalty being thrown. So, we know that the back judge is responsible for the 40-second play clock, and this game was officiated with a crew of 7. So regardless of whether you have 5 or 7, the back judge is primarily responsible. We say primarily responsible. Why? Well, most normal plays, the back judge will continue to officiate once the play is done and once everything is cleared and they've done all their other officiating responsibilities. Then they'll go to the 40-second play clock. Now, if they don't have a visible play clock on the field, they're going to use their ready ref or their watch or whatever. And even though this was an NFL field, the back judge was the one keeping the play clock on the field. It was not visible in this particular case. It could take a couple seconds for that to happen. So let's just say in this play, it ended with 42 seconds left. Well, it would be reasonable for the quarter to run out and without a play happening, because by the time the back judge was done, got to his starting watch, clock, whatever, ready ref, it could have been under 40 seconds. But that's not what happened on this play. You can clearly see that the runner was down right around 50 seconds remaining. Now, at this point in a game like this, on a field with numerous game clocks, somebody should recognize, at least by 45 seconds, that we're going to have another play, unless somebody calls a timeout or there's a delay of game. Now, once again, the back judge, you're responsible, but side judge, you're also responsible for the game clock. And referee, doesn't matter, umpire, line of scrimmage officials, everybody should have clock awareness, especially when it's coming to the end of the quarter. In fact, the announcers on this broadcast even mentioned that they were surprised that there was not a play being run and that the quarter was just able to run out. Now, in the grand scheme of things, this crew worked a really good game and it had little to no impact, but allowing the quarter to run out, specifically on a 4th down play, you're giving the team an extra timeout. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do. They may or may not have a kicker. And imagine if this was played outside and conditions, field conditions, whether it's wind, weather, whatever it might be, could be a factor. So it's important that we recognize this as a crew, back judge for number 1, but then as a crew that we get on the radio and we say, hey, we got to have another play here, because this is pretty obvious, especially like I said, when the announcers mention this. So this is something that I challenge everybody to do moving forward, whether you have any games left or moving forward into the 2025 season or whenever the next time you officiate. Have good clock awareness. Know what's going on with the clock. This will elevate your game. This will make you the best of the best, and everybody on that crew will be better because you're able to recognize the clock and do this correctly in a situation like this. Now, like I said, this crew worked a great game, and we do want to congratulate an MIBT member subscriber, Jim Cavan, who also happens to be the Rules Committee member for the state of Nevada, on his, what we hear might be his last game on a long career. Jim has been a champion for high school football officials in Nevada and across the country and has committed countless hours of training. So we thank Jim for all his efforts and whatever the future holds for him and being an MIBT member. Make it be there this week, next month, next year. Make those calls be there, and we'll catch you next time.